Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, please make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _. We're able to be a little more explicit, a little more uncensored, and share content freely without running the risk of having our channel terminated. So, once again, make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _. We're almost at 100,000 subscribers. So if you like this video, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. Now let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, it looks like the cat is out the bag, y'all. FBG Butta has been suspected of snitching for a little minute now on King LilJay in their previous case together. And although it was just hearsay overshadowed by the infamous reference Italian sausage and Pepsi, coined by King LilJay himself, official paperwork has officially surfaced involving FBG Butta. Now the paperwork would describe Raheem Wilton, aka FBG Butta, saying some interesting things and refusing to sign the affidavit in the case involving him and King LilJay. Now for y'all that don't know what these terms mean, I'll break everything down in a second, as well as catch y'all up on the situation that's involving King LilJay and why FBG Butta will have to snitch on him for the people who are unaware of the tension between the two. Now, ironic enough, while everyone was making fun of that picture floating around of FBG Butta crying in the precinct, stating that at that point they knew he was going to tell, well, it looks like it may have been some confirmation to it after all. For years, King LilJay and Butta have been going back and forth about who told on who, but this time it's looking like Butta will end up on the wrong end of the stick because it's no longer rumors. Now, y'all also have to keep in mind that recently, Butta's also have been accused of cooperating against the O Block members that's involved in the case with FBG Duck, whereas they are currently on trial. There's been no real confirmation of his involvement when it came to the case. However, social media users became skeptical when court documents revealed cooperators in the case, and the description of Cooperator 3 would sound a lot like FBG Butta. Now, fans would say that Butta is Cooperator 3 after court documents would say, quote, Cooperator 3 was also present for and witnessed the murder of his sister Gakera Barnes by O Block member Davon Bennett in STL territory on April 14, 2014. Cooperator 3 was also shot by Bennett during the incident. Cooperator 3 was able to escape and saw Johnson waiting for him at the end of the alley he was about to run through, so instead, Cooperator 3 was able to wait until Bennett and Johnson left. Before leaving, Cooperator 3 observed Bennett standing over Barnes and shot her multiple times. Witness 1, who may testify at trial, also observed this murder. Now, let me say something real quick, y'all. Now, you would think that people did their own digging to kind of figure this information out, which led to everyone accusing FBG Butta of being Cooperator 3. But unfortunately, that's not the case here. Most of us were able to put together that FBG Butta was Cooperator 3 based on the description because, for one, we know that Butta has claimed KI to be his sister since forever. 2, we've heard Butta say plenty of times that he was there the day his sister was killed on social media. And 3, which is the worst part of it all, we've seen FBG Butta and Trenches News go at it with each other on social media about what happened the day KI was shot and killed. We even seen FBG Butta explain how he was shot in his knee and confirm a lot of things on social media, and keep in mind that this was an unsolved crime. These guys literally was on social media explaining who was there, who did what, who suffered what injuries, all on social media, totally forgetting that this was an unsolved crime. So when I tell y'all to keep street business off social media, this is a perfect example of exactly why. For reasons just like this. Because now FBG Butta don't have anyone to blame except himself. Plenty of interviews or audio of him explaining what happened that day, down from him getting shot himself, saying he was there, him seeing who and did what, all for the sake of arguing with Trenches News on social media. And y'all want to know what's funny? Now that we know that Trenches News is one of the cooperators as well in the O Block trial, 9 times out of 10, all he was doing was tricking Butta into admitting being present at that crime. You know, y'all see how that works? I'm not saying this is 100% true, But if we already know that Trenches was snatched up and agreed to cooperate, then we watched him speak openly about unsolved crimes and give all types of descriptions on social media about it. How do we know that he wasn't luring FBG Butta or others into admitting certain crimes on social media? So now when law enforcement come to you and question you about certain things, you can't say that you didn't say this, or you wasn't there for this, or you didn't do X, Y, and Z, because now they got you arguing with Trenches, admitting that certain things were true on social media. You see how that works? But anyway, back to the topic at hand, man. This paperwork that has been dropped recently that I have seen, some people are saying that it been dropped on Reddit. However, this is my first time seeing it. So even if it was dropped on Reddit already, it's still prevalent to now because FBG Butta is now being accused yet again for cooperating in O-Block's case. Now I want to get into what the paperwork says and then discuss some things afterwards, and y'all can get in the comments and let me know what y'all think as well. So let's go into what the documents say. It says, quote, Attorney R. Haley also conducted a proffer of Rakeem Wilton. Then it says his date of birth and all that. They cross it out. After reviewing and discussing the information, R. Wilton and his attorney expressed concern with Jeffrey McGraw, who was also charged with first-degree murder along with R. Wilton. McGraw has made numerous attempts to have R. Wilton withdraw his original testimony implicating McGraw in the murder of Philman and Razine. McGraw has sent notes through various means to intimidate R. Wilton into recanting the statement R. Wilton provided to law enforcement. In one specific incident, R. Wilton believes McGraw arranged for R. Wilton to be called down to the jail law library. Once there, McGraw, accompanied by 2 large inmates, provided R. Wilton with a blank affidavit and instructed R. Wilton to recant R. Wilton's statement on paper. R. Wilton completed the affidavit. However, R. Wilton did not provide the affidavit to McGraw and destroyed the paperwork prior to turning it over to McGraw. R. Wilton says he is in fear for his life and was moved to a separate detention block to stay away from McGraw, but McGraw still manages to see R. Wilton and consistently demands R. Wilton recant his statement. Now the Jeffrey McGraw guy is King LilJay. Jeffrey McGraw is King LilJay's real name. And when he explained in the interview he did with Say Cheese that he tried to get Butta to withdraw his statement by signing the affidavit, this is what he meant.
I even wrote an affidavit up for him and everything. I wrote it for him. You know what I'm saying? Had him write it for him. I knew he was the police.
Now, for y'all that don't know what a proffer agreement is, a proffer agreement is the same thing that Keefe D, who was a suspect in Tupac's murder, was granted in 2009, but was later tricked by police. It's when law enforcement offers you the opportunity to say everything you know about a case, offering all sorts of information and evidence, but promises you that none of it will be held against you as long as you tell them. So he may have not been fully penalized for his involvement in anything, but that don't mean that they won't use his statements or his story or his evidence against King LilJay. And being that they knew everything, that's exactly what they did. Now, when it comes to an affidavit is usually used to retract statements made in court, and whoever the person signing it doesn't have to appear in court because the affidavit is the document stating everything needed against whatever statement was made, as long as it's signed. So I'm assuming when Butta said what he said, King LilJay, as he expressed, tried to get Butta to take the statements back, but Butta, according to the documents, wasn't with it. Now that's pretty much it, y'all. It's looking like it's no longer hearsay or he say, she say, and I'm kind of disappointed because I like Butta, man. He seemed like a genuine dude, but you can't be out here doing X, Y, and Z, but offering statements to the people under no circumstances. I don't care whether you was young or anything. If you decide to live with the streets and be a part of the drill and all that and do what you do, then that's the type of lifestyle that you signed up for. So there's no excuses, and I know it's easier said than done. A lot of people will fold if they was facing what he was facing. A lot of people, if they was in them courtrooms offered 10, 20, and a gazillion years, a lot of people who you think are really like that, they fold even to this day. But that's what you signed up for, and it's your life. And I guess Butta did what he felt was right according to his life. Alright, I just hope all the young people who glorify the drill culture or the street lifestyle and you know how the glitz and the glamour, the girls, the cars, the notoriety, I hope they pay attention to what's going on. Alright, some of them think it's cool to be in the street. Some of them think it's cool to grab your gun and shoot this to dead homies. But this is the end result that these kids don't often see. You either get a bunch of time in jail, or you bite the cheese and be antagonized for it for the rest of your life. Now, is Butta soft? Is Butta a punk? Is Butta this? Maybe not. You still can't take away what Butta did in the street or whatever work he put in. However, the facts is he did tell. And that's just something that he has to live with. Alright, so y'all jump in the comments, let me know how y'all feel about this, man. Like I said, some people are saying this is old. Some people say it was on Reddit already, but this is my first time seeing it. And with the O Block trial, starting and him allegedly being one of the cooperators, I feel this is relevant. Alright? Y'all jump in the comments, let me know what y'all feel about this. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm going to keep on dropping. I'm out.